Hello, today I want to talk about how you can be an entrepreneur at any age. So we see movies and we hear stories about these 20 somethings who created a business out of their basements. We hear stories like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Michael Dell, so on and so forth. These young kids, Mark Zuckerberg, these young kids that drop out of college and then they build a multi-million dollar corporations. And we hear those stories particularly because they are rare, they are sensational, and people just talk about it exactly because of that, because that's not actually what we see every day. What we see every day is people on their 40s and 50s just starting new businesses and getting into that entrepreneurship journey. And I like to just mention a few examples, but at the same time, I want to highlight that if you are in your 40s or 50, this is your prime time to start your business. I mean, yeah, you probably miss the 20s and 30s, but that's not when it happens. The magic happens when you have gained years of experience, years of networking, years of know-how, years of maybe accumulating capital, and you put all those elements together and you have the magic mix to start a new business. So I'm going to just point out a few examples. For example, myself, I'm 56 years old, and about 6 years ago, I started my photography business. I started just because I like photography and I thought it would be a nice challenge. And I didn't mean to have it as a long-term business, but it's still going on. People still hire me. In fact, every year I have a better year than the previous year. And during COVID, I couldn't work because I'm a photographer. Also, I am co-owner of a dance school, and we were in lockdown, so we couldn't do that kind of activities where we are intermingling with other people. So I created a website design company as well. So this is my business. I create websites, and it was a COVID scene, but I continue doing it, and I get clients every month. So I started this 3 years ago when I was 53. So it's never too late to start a business. My dance partner Cheryl, she has been a dance teacher for over 20 years. This is our company, Dance Conmigo. We teach salsa, we teach all the Latin dances, ballroom dances, West Coast swing, so on and so forth. So my dance partner, she has been in this business for over 20 years. And then she too, during COVID, she said, oh, maybe it's time for me to start transitioning into something else. And she opened English classes online, English with Cheryl, her company. And yeah, this is what she does. She offers group classes, private classes, conversational classes, so on and so forth. And she just started after 20 years of having one career, she just switched into something else. So I put a call out on my Facebook group asking who else among my community have started a business, after they are not in their 20s anymore. So I have my friend Melissa Taylor, who started a marketing company, and this is her marketing company. She does branding. She does graphic design, so on and so forth. So here it is. I officially started my business at 41. It came with a lot of life and work experience for sure. I have a branding agency that celebrates full brand development for my clients. My website is, and then you can click on her website. Or I have another friend, Kelly Bron Johnson, and she has she just turned 43, and she has this company called Completely Inclusive, which is focused on helping business create truly inclusive workplace cultures. So she is a consultant. She teaches and helps people just be more inclusive. So we all can have an opportunity. We all have gathered all this experience throughout the years, all these connections, all this know-how, and when we're in our 40s, we can perhaps put all that information together and package it and offer it to the public as a service. And this is what some of these friends of mine have done. So I have already spoken about the advantages of starting a business late in life. You have accumulated a wealth of experience and knowledge, and so you are better positioned to deliver that knowledge than someone who's just barely 20 years old, who's just beginning to learn how to drive their car or whatever. So, and then when we are in our 40s, we have discovered kind of our path. We have tried different things, and then we have decided, okay, this is the path I'm going to continue following for maybe for a few years. So we are more steady than perhaps something who is in their 20s, who can, switch jobs or switch projects as they switch girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever. Okay, so I like to just share a few tips for new entrepreneurs. And one of them is, of course, never stop learning. Okay, so all industries are forever evolving, and the one thing that is going to keep us on top is to continue upgrading our skills. So if you continue learning, you continue upgrading your skills, you are going to be top of the line whenever someone is looking for someone to do a project. It's good to find a mentor. I mean, no matter where you are in the entrepreneurial ladder, there's always someone on top of you. There's someone who knows a little bit more than you about one subject or another. So it's good to find those people who are a little bit ahead of us and ask them, formally or informally, to be our mentors, to help us out from time to time. Invite a person for coffee, for a Zoom meeting, just send a person an email, and people are happy to help. So just try that. And finally, being an entrepreneur is a lonely business. You are on your own making decisions. You are responsible to yourself. And at the end of the day, you will be able to withstand the pressure of entrepreneurship if you find a community. So I suggest you find a community, people who think alike, who are going through similar process in life, and just sharing those successes or failures is going to make you stronger. I recently started a community myself. It's called Solopreneur Montreal, and we are having meetings, we are getting together, we are having a good time. This is our community. This is we have photos, drinks, coffee, what gift. So these are the things that can propel you as an entrepreneur to continue going, not 1 year, not 5 years, but for a decade, if that's what you want to do. Thank you so much for listening, and talk to you soon. Goodbye.